off. Engine.
Well, hello there, all you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2021. And yes, it's time to move away from our ukulele Huss and onto a different team. Now, per the new rules for the All Seasons, we are going to go up one team at a time. So we're going to go to Williams because it's the closest team to us, as you can see on the board. So we're going to be driving for Williams. Now, can we finally get some points in the second half of this championship season? Well, we will have to wait and find out. So let's approach Williams and see if they're interested in the Hookster. Well, we're going to go for a low risk because we really do want this seat. We really do want this seat. So we're going to go for the 1.64 million. We're worth 152, so we've just gone up a little bit so we can get a little bit of petty cash into our pockets to spend on all those lovely, lovely pit girls. Anyway, it's time to accept our offer. Come on, Williams, accept it now. Have they? And they have, yes. So there we go then for the second part of the season. We are signed for Williams for part 2 of this season 1 of the All Seasons. So here we are in the glorious Williams car. Fantastic. Great to be back in a Williams once again for part 2 of this season. Let's have a look and see where we are in the vehicle performance comparison chart. You can see we're second from the bottom, but we are above our old team, of course, as we would be in Huss. And we're just below the Alfa Romeo. But look at the developments to put on the car. We may actually just get past Alfa Romeo after this. We've got quite a few developments to put on the car. So it's time to move on to the next Grand Prix. It's time for Spielberg. No, not the film director, but the track. And we got some driver moves, as you can see. Now, Nicholas Latifi is moving to Huss, and he's actually replaced us. Wowzers, me trousers. Anyway, practice has been completed at the Austrian circuit, and you can see we got some more lovely resource points, 1,800. And we got some more development boosts as well. Motor generator. I still don't have no fucking idea what this means. What does it even mean? Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Wow, what a handsome chap that Hookster is. Anyway, let's see what time we can put in for our first qualifying run. Carlos Sainz is the fastest lap at the moment. Let's have a look and see in our new Williams car for the rest of the season. Can we improve during the second half of this season? Let's have a look and see if we can. And it's 6th place at the moment. Only 1.2 seconds by the leaders. That's not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. As we accelerate forward now to a little bit later to qualifying, you can see we're actually up on the deltas. Just over half a second, in fact. But we have... Oh, God. We're in last place. George Russell is in 16th. He's our teammate. And we're... no, we haven't beaten him. But we're in 17th place now. Just behind Georgie Porgy. Fantastic. As we accelerate forward now to even more into the end of qualifying, we are almost there, and as you can see we're in 16th place. We are now above George Russell, and we almost been it as we're about to cross the line. We've lost it now. We have lost it. Are we going to end up in 16th position? I don't know, but anyway, the qualifying has now been completed. We've dropped down to 18th place. George Russell is ahead of us, our teammate in 16th, and that's it. It's all over. Are we going to finish in 18th, or are we going to drop down even further in our first debut in the Williams car? Let's have a look and see what happens. as we wait for this stupid screen to finish. Valtteri Bottas got pole position and we ended up in the awesomeness of 18th place. Yes, just behind our teammate George Russell. Look at those times.
Good afternoon and welcome to Spielberg and to a circuit that in one form or another has held every Austrian Grand Prix in the championship except the very first back in 1964. It was at this race that John Watson lost a bet and his beard when he took Team Penske's only F1 victory in 1976. If anything, the stakes are even higher today, with 25 points available for victory and a crucial advantage in the championship fight. The Spielberg circuit then is situated 700 metres above sea level, with just 10 corners making up one of the shortest laps of the season. One time around here is a distance of 2.6 miles, with the best overtaking chances into turn 1 or the tight uphill turn 3. Alongside me once again for coverage of today's race, it's none other than the great Anthony Davidson. Why don't we kick off by discussing Max Verstappen? That was a great win in the last race. Can they keep that momentum going this weekend?
It's always nice to come into a Grand Prix weekend on a high, but your expectations are based much more on your practice and qualifying runs. So it's the momentum from those sessions that they'll be hoping to carry into the race today.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Verstappen, Norris, Charles Leclerc and Perez, Ricciardo, Sainz, Fernando Alonso and Pierre Gasly, Ocon, Tsunoda, Sebastian Vettel and Stroll, Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, George Russell and the captain, Mick Schumacher and Nicholas Latifi. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
So, can we improve on the 1 point that we got at Haas as the 5 lights go out on the all-seasons clear mode and we say go, 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 and it's here we go. Wow, great start off the live look. So once again, we got Giovinazzi directly in front of us. We're going to go into a look at George Russell sneaking around the outside of quite a few cars there. We go for our customary dive bomb into turn 1. Fantastic, and once again we get through. We're already up in 11th place, 11th position, but we got lots of pressure for the cars behind. Now look at this, we got an Alpine off to the left hand side, we got a car in the middle. I think that's Yuki Tsunoda. Anyway, they're just going to go for another dive down the middle of, I think, oh bloody hell, about 3 cars we've gone past there, including an AlphaTauri, and we're now up into the points, lads, points. We got up into the points already, up into 9th position. It's another fantastic performance from the guy that never gives up and he never surrenders. Don't you know? Yes, already in the Williams we have beaten our points tally for the Haas car if we manage to stay in 9th position. But can we stay in 9th place? Because behind us now we've got Pierre Gasly in the AlphaTauri looking very, very racy indeed. He almost plans at the back of us, I do believe, and it sort of unsides us a little bit, put us off a little bit, but we continue on in 9th position. Daniel Ricciardo is now the car ahead of us. He's now 1.1 seconds ahead as we're about to complete the very first lap, and it's a very short lap of course at this circuit, and we're holding on desperately to this 9th position at the moment. Yes, but look at this, we got Gasly sneaking around the outside of us, but we got the inside line, so we're going to hang on and we should be okay. Yes, we are. So still in 9th place at the moment as we accelerate forward now to lap 2. No change in the position, still in 9th place. Ricciardo is now 2.5 seconds ahead of us as the DRS has now been enabled, and we've now got Fernando Alonso behind us as we accelerate forward at lap 4. Look at this, not only is Fernando behind us, he's trying to get past us as well as we're now going to sneak down inside. Lots of braking for the cars behind us as well. That was the AlphaTauri, I do believe, off Gasly, braking very, very heavily into that turn there, but we managed to hold on to it as we accelerate forward out to lap 5. Still in 9th place, we've now got Gasly behind us, we've got Ocon behind him as well. We're still trying to catch Daniel Ricciardo, but he's now 8.4 seconds ahead of us, so no chance, absolutely not a chance of catching as we accelerate forward out to lap 6. So, safety car has been deployed on lap 6. Oh my goodness, and that's going to give us a good excuse to come in for our pit stop a little bit early. Now, is this going to give us an advantage? I'm not quite sure if it is, because I think everyone else is going to come in for their pit stop as well. We've got to slow down, we're going to get a penalty here. And Nicholas Latifi, and of course the Haas, our former car, has now gone out of the race. Now, there's no truth in the rumour that I actually threw a spanner into his car before I left the team. No truth in that rumour whatsoever, and now it's time for us to make our pit stop. Yes, so we come in from 9th position at the moment. There are other cars coming in though, so I don't think we're going to get any advantage in making this stop now that we usually get if the safety car comes out early. So here we go then. The lads are going to change. It's the first time the Williams mechanics are going to service our car. We change on to the yellow sideboard tyre. Fantastic. Oh, look at that. Our teammate George Russell came in at the same time. Didn't lose any time at all. Wowzers, me trousers. That's unbelievable scenes. Absolutely biblical scenes, in fact, as we rejoin the circuit now, still behind the safety car, of course, in 9th position. So we accelerate forward to lap 8. So the safety car is now going to come in. We are behind Sergio Perez in the Red Bull, yes. And we've got Esteban Ocon behind us. Now, can we get past these cars on the restart? Absolutely no chance whatsoever, because they will go off like a rocket ship and we will be left standing on... Look, they're already waiting to go. We can't go yet until the green flag comes out. Now it goes... No, it's still yellow. Now it goes green, and look at that. They're off like a ferret up a drain pipe. They really are. Straight off into the distance. But we hold on to this 9th place at the moment, and we've got Ocon behind us in 10th position, and behind him is Pierre Gasly. Now this is the only opportunity we're going to get to try and get past Perez. We're going to do a very, very late dive bomb down the inside of Sergio Perez. Oh my God, he's going to do it. He tries. No, he cocks it, but manages to hold on to it, luckily for Hookster. Well, that was it. He took a bite of the cherry. He took a little chunk out of Sergio Perez, but he didn't manage to do it as we accelerate for lap 11. So, 9th position still for Hookster. Perez is now 4.8 seconds up the road. Gasly is behind us, and he is pressuring us to try and get past and steal this 9th place away from us. But we are still holding on in our half a potato Williams. As we accelerate for lap 14. No change to position, still in 9th place. Perez now 9.4, so no chance of catching him. Ocon is still pressuring us behind. He's sort of just shy of a quarter of a second behind us, and of course that Alpine car. Alpine. As we accelerate forward now to lap 18. It's the last lap of the race, and the car behind us now is Sebastian Vettel in the Aston Martin. He's got past, I think, Ocon. Yes, he has. So he's behind us. But it looks like in our first run in the Williams for the first season of the All Seasons on F1 2021, we are going to double the points that we got with the Huss ukulele car. Oh, we just managed to hang on to it there. And we are going to cross the line in 9th place. Yes, fantastic result in the first race in our Williams car. Yes, we've done it. Wowzers. Whew. Well, I enjoyed that one. I did enjoy that one, but even more so, I enjoyed getting a few points. And we get driver of the day as well. Look at this. The Williams team must be absolutely ecstatic with their new signing. And there is Zak Brown, because McLaren won the race. Unbelievable. What on earth is going on here? But McLaren, and more importantly, Lando Norris, won the race. Well, that's very mysterious. And there are the team mechanics, which thankfully contain no famous F1 YouTubers as their team mechanics. Great to see. Great to see indeed. So let's go up onto the podium now as we look at this. I don't know what's going on now. Here we are. Here's the podium. Well done, Co-Basters. And there's Lando Norris up onto the top step. Collecting the trophy. Of course, the Mercedes duo are there as well. Of course, Valtteri Bottas and Lulu. They wouldn't be too far away from the podium, would they? But the winner of the race was Lando Norris in the McLaren car. Fantastic. So let's go to a replay now and see exactly what brought out the safety car earlier in that race on lap 6. So here we are. This is one of the, I think it's Mick Schumacher. Oh, bloody hell, and Mick, and he crashes straight to the back of the Alfa Romeo. But that's not the reason why Mick Schumacher's had problems. It's because there was an Aston Martin, and I do believe this is Lance Stroll just coming around the corner there. Oh, and he just puts a little bit too much power down and bins it, and of course then gets hit by loads of cars. And oh my goodness, let's have another look at this from the cockpit view. I think he just puts a little bit too much power down, catches it on the curb, and he goes round. Yes, oh, Lance Stroll, Canada's finest. Oh my goodness. So Lando Norris won the race. We finished in 9th position. George Russell got 14th place, and we are 13th in the drivers' standings at the moment, as you can see, with our 3 points now. Fantastic. We are finally making some progress on this leaderboard. Great to see. George Russell hasn't got a point yet. What a loser. What a bloody loser. He needs to go to Mercedes or something, you know, so he can show his true potential. And there we are, 8th in the Constructors. So it's time to move on to the next round. It's time for the British Grand Prix from Silverstone. Wowzers. Apparently we had a nasty ERS fault in that race. I didn't actually notice that we did actually have any, because we never got behind any cars to actually use it. So here we are in the figure performance comparison. We put more updates onto the car, which means I think we're just about to overtake Alfa Romeo when those updates go on. But anyway, let's move on now to the home of the British Grand Prix at Silverstone. Practice has been completed. We got some more lovely resource points, 1,590. Wowzers, and some more development boosts. Look at this, diffusers, weight reduction, motors. I don't know. I just don't care anymore. So here we are at Silverstone, and oh, cock it, it's raining. Well, of course it would be. It's bloody England, isn't it? Yes, it's absolutely pissing down. It's raining cats, dogs, aunties, Klingons, Cornish pasties and sausage rolls. And just look at it, absolutely filthy. Filthy the way the rain's coming down. At the moment, we're now in 18th position, just behind George Russell. I don't think we're going to do very well in this qualifying session. No, the Hookster's not very good in the wet. Well, he's not much better in the dry, to be honest. That joke never gets old. Anyway, we have, in fact, got past our own teammate up into 17th. And now, in fact, we've got up into 14th position. Wowzers. And qualifying is now over. Are we going to stay in 14th? Or are we going to drop down? Let's have a look. Come on. Oh, it's not going to tell me. Bloody game. Bloody game. Valtteri Bottas got pole there. Maxi Boy in second place. Sergio Perez in third. Lulu was in 4th position. Wowzers me trousers.
Welcome along then to Great Britain and the Great Silverstone Circuit for today's Grand Prix. Straddling the border of Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire, the 18 corners of the Silverstone Circuit form the 3.6-mile beating heart of Formula One. It's been reinvented over the years, with Turn 1 now the fast right-hander of Abbey, but the magic of racing is as strong here as it's ever been. It's just about time to go to the track for the beginning of the race, but before we do, Anthony Davidson, what types of strategy do you think we can expect for today's event?
Well, there's a lot that both the driver and the team have to keep in mind when going into a race. The tyres, fuel, energy recovery systems, the list goes on and on. But I think the key to today's victory will come down to the pit stop strategy. Come in too soon and you might find yourself needing more than one stop. Too late and you're putting yourself at a disadvantage by spending longer on worn tyres.
Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, edging out Sergio Perez, who lines up P2. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Hamilton, Sainz, Pierre Gasly and Norris, Fernando Alonso, Leclerc, Ricciardo and Yuki Tsunoda, Ocon, Verstappen, Kimi Raikkonen and Vettel, Stroll, the captain, Antonio Giovinazzi and George Russell, Mick Schumacher and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
So we ended up in 16th place after qualifying. It's just time once again for the 5 lights to go out on the all-seasons clear mode. We say go, 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 and it's away he goes. Well, great start off the line once again. We got Lance Stroll just on the left-hand side of us, but can the Hookster do a sneaky to turn 1 and see if he can get past a huge amount of cars? We're always looking very, very cautiously, but I think he's going to see if he can go around the insides. We go to turn 2 and go. Oh, yes, he dives absolutely superbly. Oh, and we got some brake locking up there from Yuki Tsunoda, and we sell the dummy to, I think that's Max Verstappen. Yes, it is Max Verstappen, and we're up into 11th place, just outside the World Championship points. Can we catch up to the back of Yuki Tsunoda and get past him as well, and actually for the second time get into the World Championship points in our half a potato Williams? Well, we're about to find out, everyone. Of course, there's a bit of bunching up on lap 1. We've got Leclerc just in front of Tsunoda, which gives us the opportunity to see if we can catch up to the back of Yuki and maybe steal this championship point away from him. But behind us now, we've got Max Verstappen. I don't know what Max is doing so far down the grid, but there he is behind us. But how long can we hold off Maxi Boy for in a Red Bull as we're going through the Maggots and Beckett section of the glorious Silverstone circuit? Yes, there we go. There's Maggots, there's Beckett. Now we're going to go down the Hangar Straight for a very, very long amount of time at full speed. And this is going to give the opportunity for Maxi Boy behind us to try and catch up. At the moment, he's holding station. As we're about to complete the first lap of this Grand Prix at Silverstone. Still chasing Yuki Tsunoda, who's still bunching up behind the cars in front of him, so that gives us the opportunity to see if we can close. As Valtteri Bottas puts in the fastest lap, so he must be in the lead of this race now as we go into lap 2 of this Grand Prix as we accelerate forward now, still on lap 2. No change in the positions. Yuki Tsunoda is now in 10th place. And we've got Esteban Ocon now in that Alpine, is in 12th position. It looks like we're definitely going to be battling with the Alpines in this Williams car for the rest of this season. And we get a little tap from behind, I do believe, from Esteban Ocon. That was very close, very close. He may have to come in for a pit stop there as we accelerate forward at lap 3. And you can see we got some yellow flags on the circuit. Sergio Perez puts in the fastest lap. We've got greens now. Just looking at the mini-map, I think a car may have stopped on the circuit there. Yes, there's definitely... Oh my goodness, what's going on? Esteban Ocon is out of the session and the safety car has come out once again. The safety car. Now, this could be an advantage to us. It could be. As we accelerate forward now to lap 4, we've got to go past the safety car, which we do round the outside of the Aston Martin safety car, because he's got to pick up the leaders. So we've got to go round at full chat and see if we can catch up with the back of the pack before the safety car period actually ends. But it's not going to worry about that because we're going to come in right now for our pit stop. Now, unfortunately, a lot of the other cars are coming in as well, but we were sort of in the points there just before we came in. So this could work possibly to our advantage. Of course, we are going very, very slowly, only 37 miles an hour in the pit lane at Silverstone. Yes, I'm sure they should change that now and up it a little bit because I don't think there's any need to be going this slow. But anyway, we come in for our stop, change on to the yellow sidewall tyre, the harder tyre, which is going to take us to the end of this stint and the end of the Grand Prix. Fernando Alonso is in 18th place behind us at the moment. He's got a 5-second penalty for some unknown reason. And the car in front of us, Yuki Tsunoda, has just disappeared into the ether. Yes, the whole of its livery just completely disappeared then. As we rejoin the field now in 17th position. Yes, still under the safety car. Now, is this going to be to our advantage? It's been sorry for the lap 6. The safety car is now going to come in. Are we going to get past Yuki Tsunoda? Well, we're just about to find out. I'm pretty sure we won't because the safety car is going to come in. It's going to go green now. Look at this. The cars are already racing off into the distance. We can't catch them, and we've still got Maxi Boy Verstappen directly behind us in 18th position. I think he's going to get the jump on us. We've got no chance of fighting off Max Verstappen in the Red Bull, but we do manage. Oh, almost bin it though. We almost bloody bin it. That was very close indeed. We accelerate forward at lap 7. This time we got Maxi Boy. He's trying to get around the inside of us, and I think he's got us this time. I think he's got us. We try to hang it around the outside, but no, it's all over. The dream is over. Max Verstappen in the Red Bull has got past us. We really had no defence there whatsoever, but he's done it. Well done, Maxi Boys. We accelerate forward at lap 7. So we're in 18th position at the moment, but 2 cars have come in for their pit stop, so we've gained a few positions now, up into 17th place now, as Schumacher and Alonso have come in for their pit stop as we accelerate forward at lap 8. So still in 17th place, but look at this, everyone, look at this. A huge amount of cars have now come in for their pit stop. So are we going to get into the points? Did that pit stop under the safety car make any difference whatsoever? Just about to find out. Our teammate in as well, George Russell, is in for his pit stop, so is Lance Stroll. And this, look at this, no, it's only 14th. It's only bloody 14th. What's going on here? No, we're still outside the World Championship points as we go for lap 9. And we now have another huge gaggle of cars coming for their pit stop. I think this time we're going to get into the points. Let's have a look. It's 13th at the moment as we cross line 10th. It's 7th. I say it like you orangutan there. It's 7th position, everyone. It's 7th place. Unbelievable scenes. In fact, you could... No, I'm not going to say it anymore. And we got yellow flags out on lap 10. Yellow flags have come out. Not quite sure. We've got a car. It's Daniel Ricciardo, the Honey Badger. He is out of the Grand Prix. You can see him beached up on the mini-map there. So Daniel Ricciardo is out. And we're now into 6th place. We're up into 6th position in our Williams Potato as we accelerate forward out of lap 10. Yes, still hold on to 6th place. Yuki Tsunoda. We can't catch Tsunoda. He's still up there, but now we've got Sergio Perez pitting, and that means I think we're going to go up to 5th place. Are we going to go up We've done it, everyone. Up into 5th position. We just 2 more laps to go as we accelerate forward down to lap 13. It's the last lap of the race, but look at the car behind us. It's Valtteri Bottas in a Mercedes. We've got absolutely zero chance of fending off Valtteri Bottas. We sort of go off to the left to try and block him off, but no, absolutely no chance with the superior power plant of that Mercedes car. He gets past us, but we hold on to 6th place, which is great news for our Williams cars. We're about to finish the race and get into the points for the 2nd race in succession. I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe it as we cross the line in 6th place. Fantastic.
Take care of the car on the way in.
Whew. That's worn me out, that. I need to lie down now. 6th position for our Williams, and driver of the day goes to Maxi Boy Verstappen. Well done, Max. Well done indeed. And there is Dodo of the Terminator. Is your name Sarah Connor? No, it's Sarah Crosby. So go away, you illiterate little prat. You can't even spell properly. Anyway, there's the winner, Lewis Hamilton. And there's famous F1 YouTuber Benjamin Daly. Tiamat Marduk to the stars. I'm so excited. So excited. Yes. And there, up onto the podium, is Lulu. Yes, there's Lulu. There's Maxi Boy. And there's Carlos Sainz as well. Great to see. Great to see. As the champagne goes over everybody. Well done, lads. Well done indeed. So let's go to a replay now and see exactly what brought out the safety car earlier on in that Grand Prix. So here we are then. This is the Alpine of Esteban Ocon on lap 3. And you can see, it's his teammate. It's Fernando Alonso who's binned it and he's crashed straight into him. That's why he's out of the Grand Prix, because his front wheel has been crushed. Let's have a look and see what happened to Fernando Alonso. Did he just give it a little bit too much power going in? And yes, the answer to that is he has given it too much power. And big hit into the wall. Big smack into the wall for Fernando Alonso. He rejoins, but then he just stops in the middle of the circuit. That's unbelievable. And that means that Esteban Ocon smacks straight into the side of him. Oh my goodness, that's a big L. That's a palm of the week for both the Alpine drivers. I'm sure it will be. As you can see though, 6th place for us. Lewis Hamilton won the race and got fastest laps of 26 points for him. Max Verstappen in 2nd place. In the standings now, we are now rocketing up the field to 11th place with 11 points in the championship. Lewis Hamilton in the lead, of course, with 187, and George Russell hasn't scored a single point on the board. Oh dear, what a loser. What a loser indeed. And in the constructors, we are now in 7th place. Well, that's it, everyone. Another exciting episode of the All Seasons Career Mode has been completed. Thanks so much for watching. You have been absolutely awesome. And yes, of course, as always, there will, of course, be more later.